Hello, good day everybody. We got an interesting case to share with you today. This one is all about flow simulation in SolidWorks. Let's check this out. We have a special case in SolidWorks flow simulation. In the question is, he want to reading average temperature of a fluid subdomain with a head signature. And next, he goes to measure the average temperature of the fluid inside the chamber. And if you see, he want to run the model with a transient simulation. So in your setup of flow simulation, you add the time and he add the sensor for affect the chamber temperature. And again, he want to see temperature versus time. So the result is not ideal because depends of the time. And the fluid subdomain in you add to internal region like this. And next you can add the sensor or maybe the goals in the fluid subdomain to see temperature. Okay, let's try it with a simple part maybe or simple model with his condition. I prepared a model. It is a hair dryer. And for your information, how this process work is in this area, you can call inlet, the door of airflow. Opposite direction is outlet for airflow output. If I take split in the middle plane like this, you can see two part. It is for fan and heat source. Okay, you can activating your flow simulation this way. So you can select your SolidWorks flow simulation, and in the flow simulation command manager, you can select wizard in here. Maybe in the project name, I do for Reddit. And next, for the unit system, if you wanna change unit system in your setup simulation, in this step. So for the temperature, I will change to Celsius. And next, because your simulation is heat source, your simulation is heat in the chamber, you activate your conduction in this. And if you wanna set up your simulation with transient simulation, you can active your time dependent in this. And maybe for total analysis time, I will change to 5 seconds. And for analysis type, I will change to internal. And for the exclude cavities, maybe check. Okay, so next. And for the fluid, I will use for air. And flow type, I will change to laminar only. Okay, next. For the default solid is the meaning of heat source. It is for material heat source. Maybe I use semiconductor and silicon carbide. Okay, next and next. Okay, finish. Okay, because you wanna use flow simulation, you need to lead on the inlet and outlet. So like this. First, I take for inlet and for the outlet. For your information, for the thickness, it is a default form for this model. So I will validate and okay, yes, and yes. First, I will change the computational domain because I wanna see the simulation in this chamber only. So in this computational domain, you right click on this and click or select edit definition and go upper and this. Okay, like this. So validate and right click on fluid subdomain, select insert float domain and select yeah surface on the inside like this. Okay, and for the initial temperature I will change to 22, maybe sorry, initial condition I will change in 22. Okay, next in the solid material you right click on there and click insert solid material and you can active your feature tree and click the part head source like this heating element and click silicon carbide. Okay, validate. Next you can set up your boundary condition. Maybe for the inlet I will choose inlet velocity in this and the for parameter is 1 meter per second. Validate and again insert boundary condition again and click pressure opening and this for the outlet is this surface area. Okay, so validate and maybe we will to set up the fan and heat source. First you can click tools on the ribbon and bring your cursor to flow simulation and insert first fan. We choose internal fan and fast fluid exit in here and the enters in here. And for material for the fan, maybe we choose delta and 24. Okay, validate and again go move to tools for simulation and insert surface source and click heating element and 800 watt. Okay, validate like this and maybe it's not important, maybe I delete goals for heating element. Okay, so in the goals first insert goals global goals, we choose temperature maximum temperature, so validate and again we insert surface goals and roll back on feature tree and click the flow simulation tab and click fluid subdomain like this, and click the total temperature maximum total temperature, sorry, maximum temperature, this. Okay, like that. And last, we go to input data, right click on there, and click calculation control option, and click the saving. Nah, for the transient explorer, we check periodic. Okay, so we can select okay. Okay, last, we can running your simulation. Okay. Wait for the result. Sorry, I forget. For the fluid subdomain, mm, 22. Okay. Mhm. Wait. Mm, mhm. Is correct. Um, is correct. Fluid subdomain. Okay. Running again. Okay, it's finished. So you can check your result in the list of goals. In the SG means for the fluid subdomain have 52 Celsius for the temperature, and the global goals 63. And in your simulation you must need the 1500, sorry, 14,000 for the total cells. Okay, you can close your solver and we can check the result. For first, I think I can insert flow trajectories in this area. Oops, sorry, like this. And for the parameter, you choose the temperature like this. And next, if you wanna see temperature versus time, you can click on your goals plot, right click on that and insert. And first, maybe you can check your fluid subdomain like this. And for the up screen, you can click your physical time and click validate. And again, right click and sort like this. So this value is proportionally. If the temperature increase, also the time is increased like this. And last, for the transient simulation, you can right click on the result and click your transient explorer. Okay, it's loading. Okay, this tap on this lower, you can click play like this. Maybe in 3 seconds you have 40 Celsius. Okay, okay. Maybe that's all I can do. I hope this video can help you. Thank you. See you in the next video. Goodbye.